again, it's April here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm doing a super chill, pretty quick one where I'm just doing a little spread in my sketchbook. This sketchbook is going to be of some magnolias, which are some trees that I saw a couple of weeks ago when we were down at Martin's parents' house down south, and there were so many of these trees and I was like obsessed with them. So I popped it on Instagram and asked my patrons if they knew what the flowers were, because I'm terrible at flowers. Probably could have just Googled it, but I like asking people for help when I need it, you know? And they told me it was magnolias. A lot of people told me, so I guess it's a pretty common flower. So I am doing the 100-day project right now, which is where I have been basically drawing something from my daily life for the last 100 days. I did have a break in January to do Burb Fest, so I'm basically catching up and I'm trying to finish them all this month. So I did this crazy thing at the weekend where I tried to finish my 100-day challenge. I had like 13 left. I didn't finish. I have 4 pages left to do, but I did a lot of drawing and painting at the weekend. It was actually really lovely. It was a beautiful day outside. And we did go for a couple of nice walks and saw the sunset and things, so we did manage to get outside. I always feel a little bit guilty when I stay inside all day and it's sunny out, so I'm glad that we did get out. It was just nice to be in my art room with the nice weather, listening to the birds and drawing. So for this spread, I wanted to do a couple of things because I took a couple of photos of the magnolia tree and I had a close-up which I really liked. I don't want to do 2 paintings because at this point I've been painting quite a lot and I was getting a little bit like I needed to do something else. So I decided to do collage on that other page. And I have been doing a little bit of collage here and there in my sketchbooks recently. I've been really enjoying it. So I had this whole page of collage sheets that you just saw me go through, but I didn't have pinks, so I had to make up my own ones. And then while I was waiting for the paint to dry on one side, I could do collage on the other side. And I actually did this a couple of times over the weekend when I was waiting for a spread to dry. I cut up collage for another page, which was really helpful. I think I did 3 collages at the weekend and the rest were all just paintings. But it's just nice to see something a little bit different in the sketchbook when you're flipping through. So I cut them out of, I did like one on this side, it was just a little flower. And on that little cap post-it that you see, you might be able to very faintly see that I kind of drew the shape out first. So I've been finding it helpful to draw the shape out when I do the collage, and then it kind of simplifies the shape for me. So instead of looking at a photo, which is really busy, I just look at my little sketch. And another thing I've been using for my collage is this little, it was actually a National Trust magazine, which I haven't read yet and I wanted to read it. But when I was on Twitch a couple of months ago trying collage for the first time, someone mentioned to me, and I hope I have it right, I think it was Artie, mentioned that they have seen people use like a magazine or one of those flyers that come through the mail, and they will use a page, and then when that page is sticky, they'll flip it over and they'll use the next page. And I thought that was such a clever idea because I had been just previously getting glue all over my desk. So I did that when I was doing the collage over the weekend, and it was super helpful. Probably should have read the magazine first. Oh well. So I'm flipping back and forward here. I move over to the painted one again, and I'm using my Opera Pink for the first time, literally in probably 2 years. I think the last time I used my Opera Pink was when I did my last 100-day challenge, and I used it a lot. I became pretty obsessed with Opera Pink, but it doesn't scan at all into the computer. So when I was trying to edit all of my scans of all of the houses and birds and landscapes that I had painted to make into products, it took a lot of work and a lot of time to try and bring back that pink. So I've been using it very sparingly, and I do think it looks really nice when it's mixed in with a paler colour. So I think I was using the pale pink here. I think it's like a lime green or a yellow green for the green, and then a ash rose for the brown. Basically, it was a really nice colour palette for the acrylic gouache. I haven't used acrylic gouache for so long, and it was just nice to get back into it again. I've been using the Himi jelly gouache for a long time because it's just been convenient, and it was nice just to get back into using acrylic gouache because I do really love it, and I love the finish of it. I think the colours are a lot more vibrant, and yeah, it's just like visiting an old friend. And this was after we got back from a walk at lunchtime, I think. We had lunch, went for a walk, And then the sun, the afternoon sun comes in through the studio window. So bright, guys. It actually blinds, like it's blinding. So I did film a little bit like this because I kind of thought it's almost like a little bit romantic, you know, with the shadows and everything. Like it looks kind of cool. But this did get really on my nerves, so I ended up closing the curtains halfway through. I think I shut the curtains here. Yes, that's better. Oh, we can see again. So I thought I would slow this down here because it's nice sometimes to see people making lines. When things are sped up, everything looks a little bit perfect, you know, like everyone knows, like they know exactly what they're doing, which isn't the case, I'm sure, for you. It's not the case for me. So I wanted to slow down a little bit, especially when I was doing these petals, because for that first one, that big one at the bottom, I did look at the photo, but the photo was like, it's so confusing to figure out what is a flower, like where one flower begins, where one ends. I don't have the patience for it, guys. I don't think I'm ever going to be a floral artist, but it is nice for a change every now and then. So I kind of did that first one, and then I was like, I'm just going to make it up. So I just kind of made it up. And I like to do this thing with my hand. It's kind of weird, but I like to purposely kind of like wiggle my hand a little bit as I'm drawing. So it's not like a perfect line. And I also kind of do this thing where I rotate my hand so the pencil kind of is not always in the same position. It's almost like when you would have a paintbrush and you'd hold it at the end so it's loose. Kind of like that, but like a different technique, I guess. I've been doing that for a while just to kind of get some like more random lines. And also it's a nice little flexibility thing for your wrist, I guess. So I'm going in and I'm just colouring in all the backgrounds. With this kind of technique, I've done it a couple of times where I do like blobs and then I go back and I tidy it up. So I'm just tidying it up with colour pencil, and the hardest thing here is to find a colour pencil that's the same as the background. So I used a couple of colours. One was a Caran d'Ache Luminance. One was a Caran d'Ache Luminance pencil, and the other one was a Derwent drawing pencil. And I have actually been using my Derwent drawing pencil so much. I may do another video next month. I have so many videos, guys. I have like 6 videos that are in the making that I just haven't had time to finish. So I keep adding ideas to the videos. I know that I have been a little bit absent on YouTube. Like there's only been a video every now and then for the last couple of months. But yeah, I do have ideas and videos in the making. So don't worry. Things are coming down the pipeline. It's just been a bit busy with life lately. But I completely forgot what I was saying. Derwent drawing pencils. Yes, I've been loving them. Obviously, Neo Colours, always love them. And I'm adding like little holes here for the skies. They were poking through the trees. In the end, it kind of just looks abstract, but I actually really like how it ends up. And the little collage on the other side, it kind of goes, I think they go up well together. So that was my little sketchbook, one of the spreads I did at the weekend. I hope that you enjoyed watching the process. And I will be back next week, hopefully with a studio vlog, maybe some Etsy stuff, we'll see. But yeah, I hope you have a lovely week and I will catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.